Hi, Naomi Suzanne from Naomi's Home Health. We talk a lot about the power of positivity and how healing it can be. And one thing I do notice in this group is when comments or posts or questions are posted, I can tell by the way they're posted or by what is commented or by the way you react to some of my posts, where you're at in your healing and your positive mindset. So healing, a lot of healing has to do with your mindset. And it's not just about food, what you're eating and the supplements you're taking. Positive mindset is one of the most important aspects of your healing. And it's not just positive towards your healing, it's positive in your whole life. So letting go of shit you don't need anymore. Things that worry you, fear, all of these things actually create hormone imbalances in our body because we are raising our cortisol and adrenaline levels. We don't have that balance of, when we do need it and when we don't need it. So being positive is something that I don't think everybody does consciously. With the world that we live in today, it can be, with the media, everything has a negative spin on it. So it can be really difficult to stay positive. So one of the things that I work on in my Lifestyle Cleanse program is positive thinking. Drop in the comments if you've already started working on it, because I want to take it to the next level. I do see a lot of people in here who are positive people, but the majority are not. And sometimes you think that you are being positive, or you do have a positive outlook on life, and sometimes I think reflection is the key to understanding if you really do. So this is something I work on. I know that it's not the most comfortable or easy thing to work on, but it is one of the most important. So telling me that you're a positive person, and then I see in your comments, I can tell. I've run this group long enough to tell where you're at mentally and emotionally in your healing process. So I know you may have worked a lot on food or whatever it is that you're working on, but food and supplements aren't the only thing. This is a key factor, and until you change your mindset, healing will not happen. Drop it in the comments if that makes sense to you, because the emotional and mental side of healing it should come before food and supplementation. Because if you don't have the right mindset, you can go and eat the best, most clean diet ever, but you are not going to get anywhere. It's the way your body reacts to, or your mind or your emotions react to different situations, different people, how you look at a situation. You might look at, I don't know, well, it's like the glass half full and glass half empty. There are people who look at it half empty and half full, but a lot of the time you don't even realize that. It's not as black and white as that. It's not as simple as that. It's about, okay, I've got a child that's going into high school, let's say, and some people are like, oh, I'm going to stress about them. This might happen, that might happen, but others are like, oh, it's so exciting. They're going to have new friends, or that they can look at the positive aspect of high school, whereas some will look at what could happen, even though we can't control that, and others will look at what positive impact it will have. That's just an example that I could think of off the top of my head. But little situations, little things, we don't even realize what we're thinking, what we're saying, what we're doing. You can't predict what's going to happen in a situation, so why wouldn't you look at it as if it's going to be great? If you're going to go out for dinner somewhere, let's say you hear about a restaurant and you've got half and half comments. If you listen about whether they're positive or negative, if you listen to all the negative comments and you don't go to that restaurant, you could be missing out on the best meal you've ever had. There are people who are going to hate on things no matter what. So work it out for yourself. So this is what I work on, because like I said, I get people telling me the changes they've made to their mental health, emotional health, they've worked on it, they've done this and that, and then literally just speaking to them in a couple of minutes, I can tell they haven't worked on this section, this positive speak, whatever comes out of your mouth, whatever comes into your mind, all of these things, these are important. And it might not sound like, you know, whether you're going to go to that restaurant, is it going to be a positive or negative experience? That may not click to you as being part of your healing, but it totally is. Because if you are going to be doom and gloom and you don't realize it, then you are never ever going to get anywhere. You can be thinking to yourself, I am going to get better and I'm going to heal, but then you think negative things about other situations. Am I making sense or am I rambling now? But it is really important to create a positive attitude towards everything, a positive language towards everything, how you look at things. You know, I put a lot of posts in this group and the same people comment or like them. Other people, if I put something that they don't agree with, that's the only time they'll comment. Never will they comment, thanks for everything you do in this group, or thanks for the, you know, all the good stuff that you put in here. But they will make the one comment on something that they don't agree with. And let's face it, if you're in here because you're still really sick and you might not agree with something that I post, maybe if you just changed the way you looked at what I've posted, it could actually help you. So sometimes just being open to things makes a really big difference. This is where I'm getting at, you know, just this whole aspect of positivity. It's not just about going, oh yes, I'm happy all the time. It's got nothing to do with that. It's how you look at every situation. It's how you react to a situation. Absolutely everything. So Rochelle will put the link to my program and to my Calendly, so you can have a chat with me. I do a free 20-minute chat to see where you're at, to see where I can help you, and yeah, book in and have a free call with me. It's free. Like we'll talk a little bit about things that you're doing. There might be things that are keeping you sick. There might be things that you're doing. I'll be like, yes, keep doing that. We can go from there. But it's a free 20-minute chat. Rochelle will put it in the comments for you, but come and join our Lifestyle Cleanse program. I'm doing it. Rochelle's doing it. We've got a lot of people doing it, and it is making a big difference to their lives.